So there are 3 words that I never thought I would put on the same phrase: women, video games, wait for it,
Where's this going?
and Saudi Arabia.
So 4 words.
4 words. Okay, there's 3 things I would never put in the same phrase.
Okay, 3 things.
Because
Wait. Women, video games,
and Saudi Arabia.
In what context?
Okay, so we all know that, Saudi Arabia is the kind of country where segregation and sexism and all that shit is
Yes,
legalized, right?
yes.
So there is this individual, her name is Tansim Salim. She is a game developer based in Saudi Arabia.
I think I've heard of her before.
You probably have. She was on GDC this year.
She had a talk.
She had a talk at GDC.
Yes.
Where she was talking about the hardships of being a game developer in such a country where people like her are limited because she's a woman. But now she is starting a game conference in Saudi Arabia for female game developers.
No way.
The act itself is awesome.
It is amazing that she has not the balls, but she has the
ovaries to do this.
She's got the ovaries.
She has the ovaries.
As far as I'm concerned, it's more badass than having balls. Because his balls are nice and sensitive. You hit him the wrong way, and you touch him the wrong way, and I'm in the ball on the floor, so... It says a lot about balls, right?
We go back to being fetuses at that point.
We re-become fetuses. We go back to our roots. That is really freaking awesome. What is this thing called?
This is called the GCon. The first ever women's video game convention in Saudi Arabia. And it is a challenging endeavor. I mean, just imagine.
I just want to.
She does deserve a clap.
Yo. Yeah. Very good.
There we go.
Very nice.
Mike the slow clapper.
Cheers.
I mean, we're talking about an industry where it is slowly changing, and where we can see an actual progress for women.
You know what's really interesting?
What is it?
Okay, I've always said, and I've said this before in some of our videos,
I think I'm going with this.
Video games, the video game industry has always strived to be an inclusive industry. To the point where we don't want people, we want people with sleeves, tattoo sleeves, with gauged ears, and they wear a beanie to their interview. You know what? You have talent, you have passion, you have desire.
That's what we can.
Come on in.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Exactly.
You're a woman, you have passion, come in. We want you. You're a person of a specific nationality, we don't give a shit. You have passion for this? Come work for us.
But that's new.
It's
progressive.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But I was gonna say, even within the games themselves, you know how we went from that, not having many female heroines to having more and more, where it's actually even more accepted now than it was back then.
Sure.
Lara Croft kind of, in a sense, paved the way, although she was originally overly sexualized.
That's the thing, right? Is now we're having female heroes who are not overly sexualized and have interesting personalities and interesting characters.
I don't think that pyramid boobs can be very over-sexualized.
No, but it was the concept, right?
That's
Pyramid
right.
boobs back then were huge boobs for us, right? Because otherwise it was just flat pixels.
Yeah, that's right.
But where I was going with that was that I feel as though the video games industry, in its maturity, because now the video games industry is starting to grow into a mature adult kind of thing. Okay, it's past its. It
still lives in its mom's basement, though.
Yeah, well, it still lives in its mom's basement, and it still kind of complains about some stuff. But the general industry is, it still has it's got its foot out the door. It's I'm starting to look at apartments, and I've got a serious thing going with this significant other.
That's right. Yeah.
And now I'm getting ready to kind of move out and get on my own way. And I feel as though the video games industry is terraforming our planet and cultures in different countries in a way where the inclusive nature of the industry is starting to affect the way that others are being treated. I think this is a perfect example where isn't it though? I mean, a woman in Saudi Arabia, likely one of the places on the planet where women are the least free to do what they want. Okay, I mean, yes, you can be a woman doctor in Saudi Arabia. Yes, you can be a female this and that. And I'm not saying they don't have some liberties, but they are still very oppressed in a sense. Like in a traditional sense of actually having real freedoms like women in North America.
I mean, we're talking about literal gender segregation.
Yeah, essentially.
Right. And that's like one of the barriers she's facing towards, because, you know, this is the kind of country like you cannot walk if you're a woman without your man next to you. So we're talking about that kind of country.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever the culture might be, it's up to them. But, you know, she's trying to accomplish something that probably has never been done before.
Despite all these
walls and barriers, like, I mean, what people have here, like, are pretty social justice warriors. Like, they have nothing on her.
Well, but social justice warriors are just people with big mouths and no action, right? They just complain about stuff, whereas this woman is actually going out and doing something and making a change. Not just complaining about something on an online forum or on a Facebook post. She's going out and actually making a difference and dealing with all of this adversity that comes with it.
Well, there we go. And that's something we need also to consider, that there's going to be some kind of backlash, likely.
Always. Because
of what she's doing. And it's always these, you know, these pioneers that, you know, do things that are out of the norm that are going to find some kind of backlash. I just hope it's within something that she'll be able to handle and not get to an extreme point, which is what we never wanted to get to.
Right. I think there's overwhelming positivity in this whole thing, though, and I don't think that concentrating on the potential negatives is a good way to look at it, just purely because it takes away from the feat that she's accomplishing right now. I think this is fantastic.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our videos. If you want to see some more awesome content, don't forget to follow a couple of little videos over here, and don't forget to subscribe. If you would like to see some awesome swag like this TMS cap, don't forget to check on the description below for Manson clothing designs. And if you want to get some free awesome games, don't forget to check gamer giveaways right in the description below. Thank you and goodbye.